I know you've had another training session this morning. Obviously, we know about Manu. Could you just give us an update if there's any other changes?
No, everybody trained, all fitting well here. So it's nice and sunny. Conditions are good. Everybody trained well and looking forward to the game.
Okay, so if we just deal with Manu first of all, can you tell us what happened, how he is and where he is?
Yeah, he had a slight hamstring strain at training yesterday. So he's left camp and he's at home. It's not too serious as far as we know, and hopefully he'll be back soon. And obviously Joe Marchant's joined the squad again.
Just staying with Manu first of all, how is he? Because obviously with his history, you would imagine that he might have taken this quite badly.
Oh, he's in pretty good spirits. Like I said, it's not a serious issue. And look, it's unfortunately part of professional sport. So I mean, Manu, he's still got a smile on his face, and he's optimistic that he'll be back playing for club and country pretty soon. So on that front, it's pretty positive. But obviously, a disappointment for him personally, and obviously disappointing for the team because he had been an important member of the squad.
How many options are you looking at in that back line, and are you able to tell us what that back line will look like come Saturday yet?
Well, obviously, we've got options that played 13. Joe's played there a fair bit. Obviously, there are other options with Elliot. That'll get decided over the next 24 hours and will be announced before, as we arrive at the stadium tomorrow.
And just one more from me. Obviously, Ben Youngs has the opportunity to become the most capped male England player tomorrow. You spent a lot of time with him at Leicester. Could you just give us your thoughts on what he's like as a player and as a man and his contribution to England rugby?
Well, firstly, a fantastic fellow. Like, I've known him for a long time, come through the Leicester Academy and coached him there for a long time. And to play the amount of games he has done for Leicester, but also, to stay in the game and play at the top of his game, and almost reinvent himself as a player to do what he's done is pretty unbelievable and remarkable. So if he gets the opportunity tomorrow to break Jason Naylor's record, it will be hard earned, and it really does take some doing. So very proud of what he's done through Leicester and obviously now with England. But he's a good man. He's worked really hard, and to stay at the top of his game for so long is a remarkable achievement and credit to himself.
Thank you.
Thanks, Sarah. Duncan, please.
Morning, Richard. Hi. You were at Leicester when Ben first started playing on the club rugby in 2006. What were your memories of him? Your first impressions of him back then?
He could score a try from nowhere. His show and go was pretty unbelievable. So as a youngster, as a 17-year-old, he took teams by surprise and scored a few tries that won us games by his pace and his eye for a gap. And clearly he's developed his game significantly since then. But his raw energy and pace and his ability to naturally find space was very, very good.
And how's his game evolved since then, the last 16 years?
Clearly his consistency, his quality of his kicking is as good as anybody's in the world. He's at the start of his career that was a real work on for him, but that's now as good as any nine in world rugby, and like I said, he's stayed with the modern game. He's been in the game a long time. 2006-07 is a long time ago, and to be still doing what he's doing and keep his fitness, keep his sharpness, and he's been really valuable in this squad, sharing his experience with the other young nines as well. So he's developed, a maturity, obviously with age, but also he's comfortable in his own skin to share his knowledge with the other guys.
Sure, he's 32 now. How much longer would you say he's got left at the highest level, all being well?
Oh, that'll be up to Ben, won't it? Depending on how hard he works. But I'm pretty sure he would set the World Cup as an aim for him, and reassess after that. Current form, he's playing very well. He's a really important part of the group here, and I think there's guys that are playing into their mid-30s and beyond. So why not Ben?
Sure. There's Martin Gleeson was saying earlier in the week that approaching tomorrow's game as a quarter-final, was there a sense that this is a make or break game for England's Six Nations?
Well, I think if we want to have any opportunity to win the championship, we need to win all 3 games. So, and that starts tomorrow. So, yeah, it's an important game for Wales and ourselves in particular. So, look, we know we have to win, and to win, we're going to have to play very well. So, yeah, it's an important game. If we want to have a chance of being Six Nations champions, we're going to have to win our last 3 games.
Sure. Thank you. Cheers.
Cheers.
Matthew Southam.
Hi Richard, just wanted to ask what you've made of Wales so far in this championship. Obviously lost their first, won their second like yourselves. What have you made of them so far?
Yeah, I look, Ireland had played exceptionally well round 1, and maybe Wales got caught cold a little bit. Obviously a fantastic resilient performance against Scotland, and really showed real guts and an attitude. So they've clearly got a lot of very good players. They work very hard for each other, and if you give them opportunity, they'll take it. Really combative forward pack, really tough to play against around the contact area, and they've certainly got threat in the back line. So we're treating them with huge respect, and we know that they'll bring their A game to Twickenham, and we've got to make sure we do the same.
I was just curious as well. Every time I speak to a Welsh player, they can't deny that this is just the biggest fixture of the year for them. Whenever I hear an English player speak, maybe it's a bit more of a measured approach to the fixture. Just wonder how you sort of view that sort of emotional battle going into the game.
Yeah, I think as an Englishman, you get used to everybody not liking you as maybe as much as you think you'd like them to. Yeah, look, we go into every game with the same mentality. Look, we treat everybody with respect. What people think about us, we can't control that. We've just got to control what we can control in the game, and our emotions and how that affects how we play. So we always, there's an English-Welsh rivalry. I've done it myself as a player in '98 at Wembley, and a lot of Welsh people remember that one well. So so look, there's going to be a keen rivalry. Look, full stadium at Twickenham. It's England-Wales. We know what an occasion that's going to be. So we're looking forward to it.
Richard.
Thank you. And Nick Mullins, please. We'll finish the live section with you.
Thanks, Catherine. Morning, Richard.
Hey, mate.
I wonder what's kept you occupied most this week?
What do you mean? What would you like to know?
What would you like to tell us?
You could be more specific, mate.
Well, what areas of your game that you've given particular attention to?
Probably, we thought we could have taken more opportunities in both games so far. So obviously, we're still working hard on our attack and making sure that we play how we want to play, and making sure that's really sharp. But also the physical parts. We know the contest at the contact area, the set piece contest is going to be a fierce battle. So. Like most weeks, a bit of everything, but certainly our attacking game is really important to us. But also, to do that, you have to win the gain line. You have to be physical. You have to make sure that the contact area is clean. We've got a good referee for that as well, who deals with the contact area well. So it should be a good contest and a quick one.
Are there specific challenges at the scrum that Wales bring with that pack?
Yeah, they've got a big pack. Obviously, from a scrum point of view, with Francis, we know him well because he's played in the Premiership, and there's lots of guys here that know him well. So I think we're well prepped in that part. We've just got to make sure we show a clean picture. We do our jobs really well, and we control what we can control. And as ever, you know me well enough. We're always going to want to be have a keen physical contest at the set piece, so it'll be potentially a deciding factor in how the game turns out.
Brilliant. Cheers, Richard. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone. We'll end the live section there. Broadcasters, I'll pop you in the waiting room.